My background's financial markets. I actually started off in stockbroking, worked for very major corporations. And I was really interested why some clients make a lot of money and others don't. At Matrix Mindset, we've actually discovered a new program called Lights, Camera, Action, This Is Your Life. It's about constructing who you are, where you've come from and where you're going to in a multimedia format. What are the games people play in life? What games do you play? With your family? With your colleagues? With your children? With your life partner? Just think about that for a moment. So who would like to bust loose from their current life and actually go on up and up? People will come and go in your life, people will stamp on you at times, people will kick you when you're down, but in the end, but also getting clarity in your mind. We talked about the grey zone. The grey zone is that sort of zone where it's not that bad, but it's not that good to change either. So you just filter through life through this grey zone. And I'll tell you what, the grey zone's boring. We all hate it because it's okay. It's that mediocre life. If you're happy with it, you wouldn't be here in this room today. What about passion? Does everyone still have passion in their life? Exactly. And isn't it great that we can actually change? Because as we grow and learn things in life, our passion moves with it. But some people lose that passion because they don't believe in themselves. They get hurt too many times. They get disappointed. They get ripped off. They lose their money on property and think property doesn't work. You know, the market's up, the market's down, the market's sideward, whatever the reason. Sometimes people try to keep us where we are because they think they're doing the right thing by us. My mother always told me, don't go out and invest in the share market. Don't go out and buy property, it's scary. So of course, you know, I never listened to my mother in anything. Went out with the wrong boys, went to the wrong school, went and bought properties, worked for the stock market, invested in shares and options. Now she turns around and says, you know, my daughter's really smart. She's gone out and invested in herself, and so, you know, if I listened to her, I would never have gotten to where I am. I would never be running my own business. I would never have walked away from a very high income job, because a high income job was security to me. It was easy. I turned up 5 days a week. I invested for the share market for corporate clients, made the money, went home, got a huge lump sum for doing that. No, but I chose to work in my own business and go through the ups and downs in life. Why? Because it's my passion. I love. How many procrastinate? Yeah. Comes to cleaning. There's a strategy around that. So imagine you knew what that strategy was and you could change it so you could actually just zip in, do it and get out there and actually get on living life. Through NLP you can actually learn these strategies. Decision strategies. Who has troubles making decisions? Yep. So you may have a strategy that's really complicated, doesn't work for you. So you can look at that through NLP. How do you actually make that decision? Your decision strategy might be, 20 steps. By that time you're exhausted. Whereas some people say, I see it, like me, shopper. I see it, the price is right, I buy it. Sometimes the price doesn't even have to be right. I just like it. Exactly, it was a bargain, it's never used. Convincer. Wouldn't it be good if you actually knew what it took to convince someone? How many people work with other colleagues? Yeah. What if you could actually find out how many times it takes for you to be convinced they're going to do a good job? Maybe you need to be shown 3 times or 2 times. Maybe you need to tell someone 2 or 3 times to do something because they're convinced, I have to hear that information or see that information 2 or 3 times before I know that's real for me. Reassurance. After you bought something, how many times you've bought something, oh God, I shouldn't have done that. Your reassurance strategy hasn't been applied. So the salesperson didn't do a good job because they didn't reassure you that what you've actually gone away with is really good for you. So when you're buying and selling properties, if you know these strategies, how much more effective can that be for your life? Ooh, what about love strategies? How do we know when someone's attracted to us? How many people know their partner's deep love strategy? I don't want confirmation. But strategies make us do everything. So when we're attracted to people, even like-minded people, not necessarily of the opposite sex, but like-minded people, investment people have a strategy. How they all connect in a network. There's a strategy for everything. There's things that we look for in cues unconsciously that bring us all together. If you know what they are, you can work with them, empower them and make them work stronger for you. Okay, so what does Matrix Mindset offer? We are Australia's most innovative NLP training company. What does that mean? Okay, we do NLP trainings, but we actually use multimedia. It's a lot more fun. Rather than sitting there taking notes and everything, we want you to have fun. We want you to learn and enjoy.